Hello and welcome to Launerin's Gamerscore and welcome to another Dauntless Friday. So this week we're jumping into the ice type behemoths, or frost type behemoths as they are known in this, I believe. And we're going to have a look at the different types of those and go through some of the weaknesses, what armour to use, what weapons to use, etc. against each of them. So let's jump right in. Okay, so first up we're going to go for the Boreas, or Boreas, I think is probably the correct way. Then the Scrave, and then onto the Pangar. Alright, so let's just jump straight into the Boreas. Alright, so we're jumping into the Boreas, or Boreas. We'll go for Boreas, which is obviously a frost type behemoth. This one in particular, it generates an ice shield every now and again, which makes it immune to any attacks, and then you have to kill its little minions in order to power up your weapon so you can break through the shield. As with all other behemoths, you have the different parts of it that you need to break to get specific items. Again, like I've mentioned before, as you go to the more powerful ones, the elite ones and such, and the dire ones and heroic, you get more rare parts that you can access by killing them or destroying part of them. As you've probably noticed, I have changed up for my Boreal armour, which is the armour that is made from the parts of this particular behemoth, which gives me a resistance to frost-based attacks, which is what is going to throw at me. I've also equipped a blaze hammer made from, I believe this one in particular is made from parts of the Charog, but that's not particularly important in this video. But that'll give me bonus damage against it because it is weak against fire or blaze type weapons. The reason that I've gone for the hammer is the Boreas is particularly slow. It doesn't really move around that much until you get to the higher ones. If memory serves, chances are I am going to be proved wrong in a very short amount of time. So let's just go and hunt this one down and get this underway. Like I mentioned before in my previous video, and possibly the one before that as well, usually the ice type behemoths will be in the frosted level, but this one in particular has popped up in just the neutral area. So let's just go and bash into this one a little bit, shall we? Oh, it's interrupted me. So as you can see, there are these little minions that have appeared now, which you attack and you kill them to gain a little power up on your weapon. So as you may have or may not have noticed, there is a very particular style that I use the hammer in, and that is do 3 light attacks followed by a heavy one, which if the heavy one hits, it does reload all of your charges. So the behemoth has now equipped its ice shield, so I've killed a couple of the minions, so I'm going to come in and hit it a couple of times, but if I hit it a third, it just comes up with immune over and over again. So that's another 2 of them I've just killed. Oh, I think one of them went to somebody else though. Maybe I didn't quite get the killing blow on it. So it takes a little while, especially if you've got a rather slow attacking weapon, to break through the armor. But I think... no, still not quite broken. Maybe his attacks will. So with the minions you have to look out for these bloated ones that are floating about, because they do explode if you attack them and don't kill them. There we go, the shield has been broken now on him. So, I'm going to run in, just start really bringing the pain on the Boreas now. Kind of lost where I am. I am just gonna come out a little bit, just pop a little healing potion in, and there we go. That's oh, and he's powered up the shield again. Okay. Call some more of your minions down, please. Anytime. There we go, that's... it'll stay still for a second like that, and then that usually calls more of them down. Yeah, if these get a little bit too close to you, they will really take some damage off. Especially the later ones. And apparently the earlier ones as well, because that one did take quite a substantial amount off. Come on. So, the little minions that glow like this, they fire projectiles at you, and can be quite aggravating, because they do tend to fly away as well when you get close to them. So if you have got a slow attacking weapon like the hammer, then it does make them a little bit more tricky to hit, because you'll probably get one hit off and then they will move away. Come on, there we go, and that's the killing blow. There we go. For some reason my loot hasn't appeared, but let's just jump into the next behemoth. Alright, so we've jumped into the Skraev now, and well, this one is essentially a frost type version of the Shrike, which I featured in the first of this series of videos. I have switched out my armour for the Skraev type armour, because that increases your mastery level with that particular armour, so I thought I'd just change it up just for this specific one. No little hints on here other than weapon types and things to use. Lots of different things to get with this one, most of which, well, a rare and an epic one, which you can get if you kill it. So let's jump into this and kick some frosty butt. There we go. So this one has gone for the frost based map, very similar to the Shrike. If you do enough damage onto the Skraev, it flies away and is very easy to follow it when it does. Let's just have a quick look around here. We'll run down here, and because there's areas of the different maps that are quite obvious where the behemoth might spawn. Here, for example, is a big, nice open area, which you do get spawns there occasionally. There we go, I found it. Just let my team know by sending up a flare. Usually he'll send out a little jet to start with. There it is. And now we'll go in for the kill. There we go. Like the Shrike, this does do flying attacks like that. And some of its attacks will freeze you if you are not careful. So we'll just keep hitting at it. Now it's powered up my shots. So let's just back off just a touch. There we go, there's the whip. Well, so in order to reload, you press R1 and then you've got a little kind of thing in the middle that if you hit, it reloads instantly. If not, you kind of stumble a little bit. There we go. And that can lead to you getting knocked about a little bit if you're not careful. But usually I just rely on hitting it with the combo shots, combo hits. In order to reload my weapon. There we go. That stumbled me a little bit there. Come on. There we go, that's got that one off. Pop my shield on. Oh, there we go, he's powered up now. Which means he'll start jumping around a lot more and flying around a lot more. Missed. Come on then. And that does increase the power and range of those attacks that send. Knocked him down there. So let's take that opportunity to really smash some damage into him. Still haven't been frozen yet because part of the Scrayev armor is it does grant you a resistance against being frozen, and I think I've got a oh there we no I thought he was off then. No, that's him off. There we go. Okay. Where have you landed? I lost sight of you for a second. Usually it is quite easy to keep track of them. Here he is. Whoop. Don't want to get hit by that. Really taking a little bit of a battering here. I'm having to use quite a lot of my my health restores, or health potions, whatever you want to call them. Okay, he's staggered himself a little bit there. Come on, this is nearly got to be over now, surely. Right. Heal up a touch. Dodge through that attack. Lovely stuff. Oh. Actually completely out of health potions now as well. I don't think I accidentally went onto a more powerful one, but this really does seem to be taking a little while to break this one through. Come on. There we go. Right. Just get out of the way a little bit. Come on. Quite lucky I used my shield when I did then. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, that took some doing. Finally got there though. So yeah, as you can see, the Scrayev is quite agile. It does move around quite a lot, and it makes things a little bit difficult, especially if you've got a heavy weapon like the hammer. So now we'll move on and take a look at the Pangar. Onto the Pangar then. So again, frost type behemoth, weak to fire types. Again, switch my armor out to the Pangar armor just to add to the mastery level. This is basically like an icy version of the Hellion, being that it has scales on its back that become empowered, and it generates special powers from them. Again, as for all behemoths, honestly, not really sure why I keep going through this, but different parts of it you need to kill in order to gain different parts. So let's jump into this one. We've only got 2 of us apparently, so this may take a little while, and I'm hoping that Lord Magistrate, or whatever his name is, doesn't decide to leave the second we get into this. Looks like he's using, she is using the revolvers, which means she'll be attacking from range while I will be getting up close and personal with this icy little beast. So here's hoping that she's powered up those revolvers, or repeaters, sorry they're called, and she'll be able to do some damage from some range while I get nice and up close with this little dude here. There you go. As you can see, it is very similar looking to the Hellion. That was really quite uncalled for. Oh. Yeah, just reload that. Come back over here. So I'm underneath it, so it is giving me a little bit of a kick. Stomping its feet a little bit. There we go. Get some damage done while it's knocked down. Okay, that's becoming enraged now. See, one of the good things about getting underneath it is that you can quite easily avoid those tail whip attacks, but you are very susceptible to those stomps that it does on quite a regular basis. Oh, I need to heal up. Come on. So when it's enraged, it does do a full 360 tail sweep. Just pop some more health in. Okay, let's just charge in. Get up close and personal while it's reeling slightly. No, missed that. That was a wasted opportunity. And I fumbled my reload. Pop some shield on and go in again. There we go, that's knocked him down. Just get some real damage done to it while it's still reeling slightly. Okay, and just pull back, heal up, get back in. Pop my lantern ability on, just to give it a little bit more damage while I'm near it. And let's recharge my shield as well. I need to get out. No. Yeah, that's... Just get straight back up from that, because it's going to be difficult for us both to... actually get in and revive each other when there's only two of us in here. There we go, that's him done a runner. So we'll just head up over here a little bit. There we go, spotted. Send the flare. There we go, she's come in. I think she just healed herself up slightly. And there he is. Come on then. So I think in order to stagger this one, I think it's when he does his kind of rolling in attack. If you manage to get a heavy attack on him, then that's when you get him staggered. Okay. Pop some more health on. Get back in. There we go. Really get some damage done to him while he's knocked and still reeling. Come on. And there we go, that's him brought down. One of the negative sides of getting right underneath them, as you've probably noticed, is it does kind of interrupt the camera slightly and you can't really see what you're doing. So there we go, she actually carried me. Well, I say carried, I still got an A rank, but average rank was an S+, so she must have done some real damage to it. Alright. So that's all for this week's Dauntless Friday. Taken through the frost type behemoths and hopefully given some hints and tips on how to defeat them. Talked about the benefits of wearing different armor, which actually I will just quickly go through. So if you go into the mastery screen, for example with the Boreas, if you hunt the Boreas wearing Boreas armor, it adds up there, and it's the same for all of the different types of behemoth. Like for example the Nasha there, I need to hunt it one more times wearing the Nasha armor, and if we go across to the Pangar, that's the first time I've actually worn the Pangar armor up against that one. So that's that. But the Pangar armor that I actually have on at the moment isn't actually anywhere near as powerful as the Boreal armor and the Scrave armor is slightly better as well, because I just haven't got around to upgrading that one either. So yeah, that's all for this week. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do like, share and subscribe. We do have plenty of other videos to watch, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.